name is Iremitide Oyewole, and at PGCC, I studied economics.
Name, title, and credentials? We're already impressed.
When I got the email about the opportunity at 2U for this summer, what mainly inspired me to apply was the desire for success in my student career. And knowing that I was an upcoming junior this fall, I really needed to get that exposure as well. So that was what really motivated me to apply.
Upcoming junior energy. All about making big moves and grabbing that exposure.
In that business world, you really need to learn how to blend in and accommodate different people from different backgrounds and different cultures. And PGCC really brought that to me in a classroom setting that I was really appreciative for, that I ended up using in the internship as well.
PGCC taught the classroom. 2U brought the real-world stage. Talk about synergy. Blending in and accommodating different cultures. The ultimate business flex.
The advice I'd give to current PGCC students is they shouldn't undermine themselves because they're at a community college. At 2U, I was the only one from a community college working there, so it really comes to show that you can do anything you put your mind to, not just because of circumstances of where you are. The resources are there at PGCC, so all you really have to go get the information, and that's basically it.
The resources are there, you just have to go get them. Translation, no excuses, just action.
Plans for next summer is to work at another internship at another company, but I don't know as to which one yet, but hopefully I would decide on that soon. And so at 2U, one of the biggest skills that I gained was time management. And that happened to be because every week we had to do our weekly calendar. So we've had to put time on our calendars that we were gonna work. So that way we were held accountable for what we did in our time. And moving forward, even up to today, I still use that same Google Calendar to map out my week for when I'm doing school, homework, study and meditate and, stuff of that nature.
Time management pro tip. Google Calendar is life.
Coming from a community college, working at 2U for the summer, while most of my friends and peers were coming from Princeton, Syracuse, and other top university like that, really gave me a sense of pride that no matter the circumstances, the institution you study at, that you could always feel among the midst of people who are from different backgrounds and schools and whatnot. The preparation at Prince George's Community College, I would really say it helped a lot because there's always some part of advocacy you have to do at the college as well. So I feel like that really helped me.
Sitting among Princeton and Syracuse interns, but the PGCC pride shines brightest.
The few things that motivate me is God and my parents. We came in from Nigeria in 2017, so there's that struggle for that better life, the American dream. So those are the few things that motivate me. So my family, they're really proud of me and they expect more. They expect more from me, so yeah. I'd say the most challenging part was navigating through the workspace because it wasn't something I was familiar with or I was taught by anybody, Putting myself out there was really the most challenging part of it. I think the most rewarding part of the internship was at the end where we had to do the project, and then I came in second place for the project, so that was the most rewarding thing about the whole internship. So yeah.
Who says community college can't compete? This intern showed them what's up.
At 2U, the biggest hurdle was understanding the material. Yes, I got the job, I started, I fit in, but really getting to the nitty-gritty of, because I was in marketing, so really understanding the marketing aspect, that was a big hurdle. It took me several one-on-one meetings and a few weeks to really grasp that concept of the marketing side of the business. So I said that was the biggest hurdle at 2U. At PG, the biggest hurdle for me was transportation. I don't live too close to the school, so really getting to school to get that education was quite a hurdle for me, but as you can see, I advocate, so yeah. Nothing is too big of a dream to attain, and we should all just strive for the very best of ourselves, and then I feel we'd get there.
Contact us today at Owl Careers at Prince George's Community College. You can reach us in person at our Office of Career Development and Internships at Lanham Hall on the address on the screen. You can also reach our student email address, internships@pgcc.edu, or our employer partner email, employerpartners@pgcc.edu. You can also visit our website for more information. That's www.pgcc.edu/internships, or our careers platform at pgcc-csm.simplicity.com. Thanks for joining us on The Intern.